Hey Questers, and welcome back to another episode of BMF, your home for all things Oculus Quest. Even in its infancy, virtual reality has brought us so many amazing experiences already, and every day it seems like it's changing the way we look at normal routine activities. Today I'm thrilled to be able to bring you a first look at what I believe is the beginning of the future of the movie watching experience. Just moments ago, Bigscreen VR released a brand new version of their VR application that includes Bigscreen Cinema. What is Bigscreen Cinema, you ask? Well, Bigscreen Cinema has partnered with Paramount Pictures to bring a real theatrical experience to VR headsets, including the Oculus Quest. Every Friday, 4 different movies will be releasing in the Bigscreen Cinema for you to enjoy. The movies run for 1 week with showtimes happening every half hour, so it's easy to jump in and enjoy the movie whenever it works for you. Movies cost between $3.99 and $4.99 to buy a ticket, and once you join a showing, you have 48 hours to watch the movie. That means that if you can't finish the whole movie in one sitting, then you can always come back sometime in the next 48 hours to join another showing and finish the movie. The only caveat is that the movie does still need to be showing in the cinema for you to go back and continue to watch it. And as I mentioned, movies switch every Friday at 6 p.m. EST. Bigscreen Cinema is designed not to be just like the other video on-demand streaming platforms. Bigscreen Cinema is a social movie experience, and as such, there are different options for watching each movie, which we'll go over in just a second. In Bigscreen, you appear as your avatar, which you can customize in a ton of different ways with different body types, hairstyles, and clothing. Each movie you watch can be either a social experience or a private experience. When you buy a ticket, you can choose to watch the movie either in a public theater with other people, or you can jump into a private theater to either watch the movie alone or you can invite your friends. They will need to purchase their own tickets as well. When you watch a movie in a private theater alone, Bigscreen adds in NPC movie watchers that'll fill in some of the seats so you don't have to feel like you're watching all alone. In the public theaters, Bigscreen has included some options so you can enjoy the movie experience without letting trolls ruin it for you, from muting to banning and even some other undisclosed features that'll work to make sure your movie experience is what you want it to be. One of my favorite things about jumping into the show is to get there a few minutes early, and just like in a physical movie theater, you can watch trailers from some of the top upcoming movies before the film starts. Another awesome feature is that there are a few different movie theaters that movies can be watched in, from a retro theater to a theater on a spaceship. The theater surrounding type will change based on what movie you are watching. For instance, Star Trek will be watched in a spaceship, while Indiana Jones is watched in a retro theater. Another quick note is that some movies will be shown in 3D, and watching in 3D looks amazing. At launch, Bigscreen Cinema will be available in 10 countries around the world, and another awesome note is that their partnership with Paramount is a non-exclusive partnership, and the team at Bigscreen has said that they will have more announcements regarding additional partnerships in 2020. Buying tickets for the show is super easy, and all it takes is heading over to bigscreenvr.com, finding the movie you want to watch, buying a ticket, and then putting on the headset and jumping into the cinema lobby inside of Bigscreen. So that is pretty much everything about Bigscreen Cinema, but what do I personally think about the platform and how is the movie quality? Well, to start off with, I love the lobby area. The new cinema lobby looks and feels like you're right inside of a movie theater. There are movie posters all over the walls, letting you know what is showing and what is coming soon. There is a giant screen hanging down from the ceiling showing movie previews. They even have a box office area and a concession stand, although they are just for looks. The same goes for the arcade, which is just for looks as well, but I would love to see them add some basic arcade game functionality to the experience as well for you to use while you're waiting for the next showing. There are a few different what they call toys that can be used in the cinema, and that includes popcorn, soda, and even a tomato. But what you want to know is, how does the movie-going experience look and feel? To be honest, I was very pleasantly surprised with how awesome it was. In the past, Bigscreen was something I kind of overlooked because, for the most part, movies were shown by other users, and how good the movie looked depended on their connection speed or their PC playing the video back properly. Well, as a huge Indiana Jones fan, I had to jump into Raiders of the Lost Ark to find out how it compared. To me, this is a totally different animal. Bigscreen actually uses dedicated servers for Bigscreen Cinema to guarantee the best movie-going experience possible, and I have to say, I love it. The theater environments look awesome while not being too distracting so as to take away from the films. The movies themselves look really good on the giant screen, and if you find yourself a cozy chair and lean back, then you'll probably forget you aren't sitting inside of a fancy cinema watching a blockbuster film. One huge thing that excites me is because you can invite your friends to a private showing, again, as long as they buy a ticket as well, then you can watch a movie in the theater with friends and family from all over the world. And you can whisper back and forth if you would like, or just enjoy their company, knowing you get to watch the movie together. Big Screen VR has always been about the social experience of watching content, and I think they really can capture that feeling of going to the cinema with your best friend or maybe your parent who lives hundreds or even thousands of miles away. To me, Big Screen Cinema is a huge win and a giant step forward for what I believe will be the future of social cinema. It looks and functions really well, and it's definitely something I will be taking advantage of. Now all we need is to convince movie studios that they should start releasing their first-run movies right into big screen so we can watch the next big budget blockbuster from the comfort of our living room on premiere day. I personally think that this is the future of movie theater experiences, especially as we see the quality of headsets pushed to the limits over the next several years. What are your thoughts on Big Screen Cinema? Are you going to jump in and watch one of the movies this week? If you want to get the most out of your Quest, then don't forget to hit that little red button down there that says subscribe and hit that bell icon. Plus, if you're looking for more Oculus Quest content, you can find my other videos here. Thanks so much for watching, and happy questing.